What is going on, all of you fitness trainers out there in the world? I'm Mega Amster. Thank you for watching this video, whether you are a new or returning viewer here. Appreciate you spending the time to watch this different video than usual because I've spent the last about 3.5 years very much on and off playing through Ring Fit Adventure, which is the fitness game released on the Nintendo Switch. I want to say it was like 2019 maybe? I didn't look this up ahead of time, but let me know in the comments below. So I wanted to take some time. I almost finished the story, and I wanted to take some time to reflect on this game because what is this game? It's essentially like very bare bones level, surface level, the Wii Fit for the Switch. But honestly, I think this one goes pretty in depth. Essentially, what you're doing is you're exercising and you're progressing through the game. It is an RPG setup. It's pretty much like a turn-based RPG with like fitness moves that you do to attack. Is the basic premise, and I gotta say it's kept me going. I haven't been like super steady with it. It's been very on and off. Like I said, it's been 3.5 years really, till I'm just about done with the main story. Or well, not the main story, but like there's like optional side stories, essentially like harder versions you can go through. And I pretty much went through all those difficulties. But before we get started, we gotta have the right equipment first of all. Before you do any kind of exercise like this, you gotta make sure you have the right clothes on. I'm wearing PJs, so don't do that. I got a yoga mat with me. I got some water. Make sure you stay hydrated. For this game specifically, it uses both Joy-Cons. So the left Joy-Con, we have the leg strap here. So this goes around, in this case, left thigh. I don't know if it's different depending on if you're righty or lefty. I don't think so. Definitely correct me in the comments if that's wrong. I'm not going to show you my thigh because I'm not weird like that, internet. Sorry. Sorry to ruin your hopes and dreams. There we go. A little sense when that's on. Then we take the right Joy-Con here and we have the Ring Con, which this is, you may have seen this before. They kind of reference it. Is there a costume in Smash? There's at least a spirit for the Ring Fit trainer. Pretty much just a ring that you can push and pull, and you attach the Joy-Con at the top here. Has a little sliding rail like the Switch itself. Clicks in. Look at that. And then, of course, you can push and pull. So here to start, you gotta use that full strength. I am so out of shape, so apologies. That's why you're not gonna see too much of this. I'm not gonna do a whole exercise routine on this video. But I just wanted to talk about it because I think this game's really neat. I think this is a great example of gamifying something that a lot of people may see as a chore, right? A lot of people, myself included, don't love, especially like working out kind of exercise. You know, if you're going like a bike ride maybe, or even just a walk, like that can be very enjoyable. But when you're like getting more into actual like workout, like sessions and stuff, that can be exhausting, right? It can feel like a chore. I've been there, done that. This game helps alleviate that by gamifying a lot of those elements. I will say I haven't checked out many of these side modes. There's quick play, which this to me is more of like a workout session, like straight up like if there's specific specific muscles you want to work on, they have a bunch of them here. They group the different exercises you can do by the different muscles here. And it's pretty educational too, honestly. Like if you're looking to kind of learn about how your body works and stuff, that could be a good way too, because they do a pretty good job going into details. They have little tips and stuff too. But this is more like a legit workout session, like quick play if you want it. They have different mini games that you can play that obviously work out different muscles here. You can see they have, like, for example, Robo-Wreckers, chest, core, and trapezius. Don't ask me what that is. Let me know in the comments below. Oh, look at my high scores. Damn. I don't think any of my friends have played this game, so I don't think the ranking's in there. But yeah, and they have the different sets. I like the sets here. This is nice so that you can work on, like, this is, like I said, very much more specific to like a workout session type of thing. But if you want that, the options here are tremendous, and they have a lot of different accessibility settings. And you can see the strength setting there is a big thing, but they have so many more in terms of different stuff you can do. You could also just jog, right? So the quick play is nice if you want to just get straight to the point. I haven't messed around with this too much, but if you want like specific workout sessions, you want jogging sessions through the different environments that this game has, which is honestly pretty cool. It reminds me of like when you're on a treadmill and they have like a little display screen and they show like from a first-person view of you walking through somewhere. It reminds me of that, but obviously more cartoonish, honestly more interesting environments, right? In this game. This is a very good-looking game, very cartoonish art style. There's also custom mode, which I believe is, oh, hey, Chase. Chase has not played this game. He's just logged in on my Switch. This is what lets you, I think you're able to set specific custom things. I think I messed around with this just a little bit. But you can see here, for example, I set like different fitness lists here. You can customize those for a specific workout. So the customization options here are great, which you kind of want with an exercise game, right? To be able to say like, okay, maybe this day I'll focus on legs, the next day I'll focus on chest and stuff like that. And they have all the jogging ones as well. You can create a list here and you can choose from all these different ones. They also have the rhythm game, which the rhythm game I've not checked out much of at all. But interestingly, they have, for example, Jump Up Superstar from Mario Odyssey and the Mario Brothers theme, and of course Breath of the Wild. Splatoon. Oh, they have Splatoon 2. I didn't know they had that. They have like a good amount of like, especially early Switch, because this game came out within the first 3 or 4 years of the Switch, I believe. It was latest 2020, I think. I want to say it was 2019 though. So they have some compilations of the different Nintendo music here. Oh, look at that. They even got Wii Fit. But the music here is also like a banger. Like the soundtrack's really good. If any of you have heard the Ring Fit soundtrack, it's like surprisingly good for this kind of game. This one's really good. I know all the songs because I've played this so many times. Yes, there's all the different songs you can go through here. I have not checked out the rhythm mode myself too much, but that is an option for people if they want it. I don't know what this multitask mode is. You can work out using only the Ring Fit. Oh, without the need for a screen. See, I have not messed around with this at all. Records and never presses and pulls. Oh, okay, so this is cool. I didn't even know this was a thing. So if you want to just get rid of the gamifying part, you can literally just use the Ring Fit. Now, the thing is with this is that it's definitely... Here's the rhythm game. What was I about to say? I just completely lost my train of thought. I apologize. But yeah, this is kind of cool. So you have like all the different types of rhythmic games you can do here, which is a cool idea. I like this a lot. You know, and depending on which one you want to do, it looks like you can do different stuff. And then just little tips about, you know, what, you know, pretty much typical Q&A. They also, if you do like a long workout session, they give you one of these at the end of every day, which is nice. Just a little extra something to kind of gain from it. But I do want to just hop into the main adventure real quick, because that really is the meat of this game. But all the customization options here are great. You know, the fact that they have all of these with you. Oh, I remember what I was going to say earlier. So this definitely is not from... I remember like before I bought this game, like 3.5 years ago. It was like early COVID days, right? Where I was looking into like researching it, and from what like even like fitness professionals were saying, this is by no means like a replacement necessarily for going to the gym, but I see it as like a good stepping stone. I see Ring Fit as not like a permanent thing to do, but like a good kind of bridge towards like if you want to get more into being like a lot more active, because it makes it more fun. You know what I mean? Oh, that costume's terrifying. I forgot I had that. You can see here I have what? This says 77, almost 78 hours like recorded gameplay wise, like in the main story mode. I think like the Switch says I have like 180. So definitely a lot of time spent here. But yeah, so definitely not like a full replacement for that, but it honestly, it's a good workout. Like it really, I find myself, I'm like sweating all the time, heart rate gets up, you know, it's like an intense workout. Every time you start here, yeah, 209, they give you an adjustment based on the warm up. But nah, I'm going to skip the stretching. You should do your stretching. It's important. I'm just not going to do it because I'm going to quickly go through this, but it's like, it's fun. You know what I mean? It doesn't, I think, okay. If you get to the point where I'm at, where I'm literally at the final world, I'm not going to go through this here, but it definitely starts to get repetitive. And that's why I have not been steady with it, because the gameplay has gotten a little repetitive for me. And I mean, working out can kind of be like that too, you know? But like, I think it's definitely a good entry point. And for me, it's been a decent way to like keep like a consistent workout going. You know, there are options for like I should have known that was going to happen. I used the wireless headset specifically so I wouldn't have to have the wire for this video. I'm going to be moving around a little bit. It's good for like keeping track of your exercise. It's good for like keeping track of, you can set like alarms to let you know when you want to exercise and stuff like that. So there's a lot of customization here, which for, you know what I mean, for this game you kind of want. There's also cooldowns you can do at the end of everything. I also believe, oh, it's not that one. Is it this one? One of these, oh, maybe it's this. There we go. In the bottom left corner, you can see the little tracker. You can switch between distance, time, and then calories. I usually keep it on calories, honestly. No. What am I trying to... I'm trying to remember the button. There we go. All right. There's a whole set of menus here. So it might look a little daunting at first, but there's a lot of stuff you can do. So the main adventure mode is essentially a story mode where you're trying to... It's a very bare bones story. You're trying to go through this land and like go to different worlds and take on this big baddie Drago, who's like the big boss or whatever. You're trying to take him on, and you're meeting all sorts of NPCs and stuff along the way. The reason why it's pretty much like a turn-based RPG is because you have different types of attacks. Now, these different attacks are literally just fitness moves that you do. And there are different types of skills. So there are like, for example, I do like a lot of variety. I like having a variety of moves. You can unlock these more as you go throughout the story mode. You unlock them and get more powerful versions. But for example, I've got like a couple of the ab specific ones, a couple of the leg specific ones, a couple of the like upper arms and chest ones, and then a couple of just like these yoga poses, and then a couple of these are recovery moves. So I personally like having the variety when it comes to this, but if you're looking for a specific type of workout, I mean, there are a lot of ways to make this specific to what you want. You can see there's like so many different types of moves you can do, and you can set a bunch of different lists. This is just the list I have set currently, but they have all sorts of sorting options for you to go through. And like the quick play we saw earlier is pretty similar to the different categories they have here. They have all these presets you can do to focus on specific stuff, which is nice. There is a skill tree in this game for those of you who like skill trees, which get you different buffs like attack power, defense power. Some moves are locked to the skill tree here as well. You can also make smoothies, which can give you certain stat bonuses. Think of like potions in an RPG, right? Some of these prevent monsters from appearing. There's some that just straight up refill your health. These are defense power. Some that will up attack power for specific moves, doubling money. Yes, like this one specifically ups red power, which is like the upper arms, chest, abs, legs. The other, I think that's called balance, the green one. Being revived after being defeated, I got some of those. And then a bunch of other items you can collect to craft stuff. You can also buy like new gear, which you can see. I have this costume because this is like the end game costume that you unlock from like pretty much getting towards the end of the game. There's like 3 difficulties of the main campaign, and I'm on the end of the 3rd one. I just haven't fully beat it yet. So you can make different smoothies, you can change your look. But yeah, we're gonna select different worlds because there's like a few different types of areas. We'll just start off at the first area to keep things simple. But it's a fun little journey. It's obviously nothing crazy. I mean, for a game like this especially, because I'm assuming Nintendo suspected that people wouldn't like myself may not be like super dedicated. And that's the nice thing, is that like you're not gonna feel like you lost out on the story if you like put it down for a couple months and come back to it later. It's just a jump in, jump out kind of thing, and obviously you don't want to overdo it on the exercise, but sometimes I find that I'm overdoing it a little bit just to get through some like the story a little bit, but that's just I need to have a better control over that, I think. But we'll go through one of these levels just to show you what I'm doing. I'm not going to go too crazy, but because otherwise I'm going to get out of breath. I'm going to get out of breath just talking here. So you pretty much, these normal levels, you start off in the level.
All right.
And you want to jog in place. You know how to keep moving, which is fun. It's like, whew, I'm going to get a workout just from this. It's pretty much like a replacement for the treadmill, right? There's like different animals, stuff you find along the way. But once we get into the battle system, that's where the meat of it really shows up. But it's a nice variety because it's not just like only like working out. It's also you get your jogging in there, and there are different things you can find along the way. But it's fun, I don't know. And like the worlds are very vibrant and colorful. It's a really good aesthetic for this kind of game, honestly. There are usually different obstacles you find along the way. So like these doors, you just gotta push them in once. Oh man, I'm so disoriented because I'm trying to like look at the camera out of the corner of my eye too. Kind of like,
Yay!
if any of you have played like the new Super Mario Brothers games, they have all these levels. Oh, I can't do, bro. Whew. Already ran out of breath. I can't do the knee lifts. The knee lifts those kill me. There are like 3 coins throughout all these levels that essentially you can collect, and they just give you like bonus XP. So it's a fun little incentive there. Oh my god. All right, I gotta get through these knee lifts. These are tough.
Raise your knees up higher.
I'm so bad at knee lifts. Oh. It's a good stretch though. It's a good stretch. You gotta feel it. There we go. I really just want to get to like a battle. That's what I'm trying to get to right now. I hope there's one maybe there's not one in this level.
You did it!
Is there really no battle in this level? I figured there would have been one. Unless it's right here at the end. What? There's no battle? Man. I mean, I guess it is the first level.
Score!
But yeah, you're just trying to get to the goal of these
Now
levels.
turn
And
your exercise into experience points.
I
with
was
a
ready for this. I
victory
wasn't
pose.
prepared. So yeah, then you gotta do the big squat. You see me squat. Look at this. Watch this
Charge
victory
your
pose.
squat
Ready?
power, but don't overextend yourself. Release to victory!
Very nice. So yeah, you do that at the end of every level. Has a little thing for you to check your pulse. I got a Fitbit, so I'm not gonna do that. But it like, you know, that was just the jogging part, right? With a couple little chest press obstacles in there. All right, okay. This one will hopefully, I want to show off like the battle system because it is very much like a turn-based RPG. That I like, which is a rarity if you know my content. I'm not a big fan, but with an interesting system like this, it works.
Let's go.
And so obviously there are different locales that you're seeing that you can go through. Man, doing this and talking is really tough at the same time. I'm hoping there is some enemies I can battle here. I think there should be, if I remember correctly.
Awesome work.
If not, I could always go to the next world. That might be the better call. Let me see. Oh no, I see him. Okay, we're good, we're good. So these little ghost things, these are enemies that you come across in these levels. Oh no, it's a little blue hoplin, so
Select a skill.
there are a lot of different enemy designs. The enemy designs are really cute in this game. There are a lot of them that will be colored a specific way. And as you might be able to guess, by the icon to the left of their health bar, they have specific weaknesses. And they're really easy to read. So in this case, this is a leg. This creature is weak to leg moves. So in this case, I could do like a thigh press here. I'm not gonna actually do it because I'd have to sit on the ground. Well, actually, you can kind of cheat it a little bit. I don't think it's gonna let me do it. Yeah, okay. You get the idea though. There are a bunch of different moves you can do. Let me do one that's easier to actually like kind of show off. Let me do overhead press is not gonna be strong
Overhead
against
press.
it, but I could do it anyways. You can see me, there you go. You can see the ring fit above my head.
Okay, let's go. Good for working those upper arms.
One hit kill. First enemy in the game.
Good
I'm too strong for it. Now, normally, if you're going through this game, like when you're regularly actually in this spot, you know, it's gonna be a little more difficult to start off, but it's a good difficulty curve. There haven't been many moments except maybe the bosses, especially like the final boss has a few different phases, and so it's definitely a lot, especially if you're not like super in shape. Like I'm not that in shape. I definitely was kind of out of breath with that final boss. I had to take a few breaks here and there to get through it fully. But it's like, I don't know, I don't want to go through this too much more because I'm already losing breath. It's honestly, it's like a fun way to exercise. I don't know. This has made me, especially in like a post-COVID world where, well, when we were in the middle of it is when I got this game, or near the beginning of it, honestly. And like, it was a nice way to kind of get into the routine of exercise and keep me interested. You know, I will say, like, I've never played Wii Fit back on the Wii, but one thing I hear about that game a lot from people is it still just feels too much like a chore, right? Which a lot of these like gamified versions of exercise, people want an escape from that chore, right? They want to have fun with it. And I think this game does a really good job of that. Like the mechanics work really well to where different fitness attacks will do different you know what I mean? Like that's a really, really cool idea. I think Nintendo did a really good job here of implementing that and making it fun still. I will say, if you keep going further after the main story, it gets a little repetitive. The unlockables there aren't great. It's just new clothing. It's mainly just new clothing. Some new pieces of dialogue here and there, but it's pretty much a repeat of the same levels. And there's like I said, 3 different difficulties total, 2 after the main run of the story. So it's a little repetitive at that point, but the main incentive being that you're doing more exercise, which is still fair in its own right, but like I feel like I wish there was a little more of an incentive to go that far. I don't know, but overall, this game is very fun. I definitely feel like I'm clocked out because I'm pretty much done with the story. I've been on and off about it for the last 3.5 years, but I mean, to be honest, with all the different modes they have, the quick play mode, the custom mode, I mean, even the minigame mode, there's still some stuff I could check out on the side if I ever feel up to it, if I don't feel like doing like a full regular workout session. If it feels so much like a chore, right? That's the idea of this game, is to kind of try to take that element away for you. And for me, it worked. For me, I mean, not like fully steady with it, but enough to where I've still been slowly chipping away at it over time, and it's good for you, right? It keeps you moving. So with that, that is going to do it for this video talking about Ring Fit Adventure. I hope you enjoyed watching me exercising for the little bit that I did. Yes, I'm out of shape. Don't comment on that. Let me know in the comments below. If you've played this game, definitely do let me know what you think of it, or if you haven't checked it out before. I mean, let me know if you're interested now, if you would look into it. It's a fun way to start getting into a more regular exercise, right? It keeps you invested. So overall, good time there. But that is going to do it for this video. Thank you all again so much for watching. Keep exercising. It's good for your body. Do what makes you happy. I'll see you all later. See ya.